It's the first day of my sophomore year at Niles East High School in Skokie, and they have let us go early. Taking advantage of a free afternoon, I hop a bus to the L to check out the afternoon rush hour on the Rock Island at Roosevelt Rd. This slideshow contains every picture, a whole roll of Kodachrome, taken there in a 2-hour period between roughly 4:15 and 6:15. These were the last days of EMD E and F units. The first catch is E8 644 and E9 664 shoving coaches inbound from the yard. After climbing the now long gone stairs up to the overpass, E9 665 is inbound with the train from Joliet. Then 643, the very first E8, a former EMD Demonstrator, heads to Joliet with help from former Union Pacific E9 660. Crossing the street, we get a view of NW2 4904, a former Pittsburgh and Lake Erie unit, switching the intermodal ramp. And then, the most highly revered diesel in the Chicago area, E6 number 630, the last EMD shovel nose unit in service anywhere. She would be one of the 2 Rock Island cab units to be preserved. All these others would be scrapped, most by 1981. Next, a power move from the yard, E7 639, one of 3 still in service anywhere, and E8 649. Now, ex-Union Pacific E8 661. The Rock Island acquired 9 units from the UP in 1969, 657 through 665. And E9 665 is outbound, while F7 676 is inbound from the yard with leased Chicago and Northwestern bilevels. Amtrak former Chicago and Northwestern bilevels were also leased. These cars ended up on the Alaska Railroad. While 644 and 664 switch a train together, E6 630 departs. E8 661 is back inbound. It was not gone very long. It passes 662 outbound. E8 657, still in UP yellow, heads out with a string of standard steel coaches built in the mid-20s. Then, ex-UP E9 663 is inbound. E7 642 is next, pulling more standard steel coaches. The coaches have been referred to as Al Capone cars, if for no other reason than they existed in the same era. Others have said Capone would often reserve a car to visit associates locked up at the Charm School in Joliet. E8 654 is now outbound with number 5, the Rock Island Rocket, to Rock Island, Illinois, scheduled for 5:35. Rock Island was one of a few railroads that did not join Amtrak in 1971. They continued to operate 2 long-distance trains until the end of 1978. The 37, 641, shows up next with an outbound train of standard steel coaches, followed by E8 649 and E7 639 with more Capone cars. E8 653 with more of the same. Down the stairs back at track level, the other E unit that will make it into preservation, E8 652, decorated for the U.S. Bicentennial with yet more standard steel Capone coaches. Before taking off for the CTA, a few roster shots of power that brought piggybacks to the intermodal yard. GEU 28B 271, and EMD GP7 1267 photobombed by E8 655 with the Peoria rocket. New EMD F40 PHs were delivered in October 1977 and would quickly replace all the E's and F's on the Rock Island. Oddly, these F40 PHs are still in service and are now almost twice as old now as the oldest locomotive, E6 630, was back in 1977. This is what that same view on the Roosevelt Road overpass looks like today. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.